Welcome to the Terrible Take, a daily segment telling Steelers Nation what's on our mind. I'm Bryan. Don't look now, but the Pittsburgh Steelers still have a pulse when it comes to them potentially making the playoffs, and especially with their next game against the Baltimore Ravens being at home and likely against a backup quarterback making just his fifth career start and his first one of the 2022 season. With back-to-back wins now in their back pocket for the first time this season, the Steelers are now preparing to host the Ravens on Sunday at Acrisure Stadium. It will be the first of two games against the Ravens in a span of 4 weeks. This weekend's game will more than likely include backup quarterback Tyler Huntley making his first start of the 2022 season, as starter Lamar Jackson is expected to miss the Sunday contest with a PCL injury. With Jackson being sidelined, the Steelers are currently 3-point home favorites over the Ravens. Who would have thought? Being favorites aside, the Sunday game against the Ravens certainly isn't a gimme, as not only does Huntley have some playing experience, but the Baltimore defense has also been on point this season. So, what if the Steelers win on Sunday? Well, if they do, there might just be a lot of scoreboard watching in our future, because at 6-7, Pittsburgh would still be very much in the hunt for a playoff spot with 4 games remaining. In case you have forgotten, the Steelers' final 4 games are against the Carolina Panthers, Las Vegas Raiders, Ravens, and Cleveland Browns. On paper, the Steelers should be able to win at least few of those games, and possibly even all 4. They should definitely be able to beat the Panthers in Week 15, and it'll be quite disappointing if they don't. That Panthers game, however, will lose a lot of significance should the Steelers not beat the Ravens on Sunday. At the very least, a loss on Sunday to the Ravens would result in the Steelers needing to go 4-0 in their final 4 games and then needing a lot of help along the way to sneak into the playoffs. They still might need to go 4-0 in their final 4 games even if they do beat the Ravens on Sunday, but we'll worry about that come Sunday night. In closing, if I would have told you 4 weeks ago that the Steelers' Week 14 home game against the Ravens would be a game that would determine if this 2022 team is a contender or a pretender, you wouldn't have believed me. Hell, I wouldn't have believed it myself. That said, here we are. A win on Sunday and we can start going through the possible things needed for the Steelers to make the playoffs. A loss on Sunday, however, and we'll all likely be back to talking about the 2023 NFL Draft and who the Steelers should think about selecting with their first 2 picks. Sunday is a golden opportunity for the Steelers for sure. In fact, it's their biggest game of the season now. Be sure to follow us at SteelersDepot.com and check out episodes of The Terrible Take every day at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And check out The Terrible Podcast with myself and Alex Skazora every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.